Hello and welcome to District 43 PR Facebook training. I'm Toastmasters Sunny Fridge. I have the pleasure of serving as Public Relations Manager for District 43. Hello. And Ruby, you are Ruby.
I am. And I am proud to serve as a member of the District 43 PR team here tonight as well. Welcome, everyone.
So first, I'm going to ask you, as I multitask and let people in, raise your hand if you are a Vice President of Public Relations or a member of your club's public relation team. Just trying to see what we're dealing with. And also, by the way, if you can raise your hand, if you're not having your camera on, you can use your digital hand or one of the emojis, and that would really help. I also want to find out is how many of you agree managing a Facebook page can be challenging? Raise your hand if you would agree, because I certainly do agree. What we want to tell you is that if you find that creating and maintaining a Facebook page challenging, today Toastmaster Ruby and I will show you how to change your challenge into an opportunity. Because once you have the tools to promote your club, your Facebook page is a valuable way to stay connected with current members. It's also a great way to inform prospective members about the terrific things that your club and district are doing. Today, we're going to share 5 tips to post more easily and frequently to keep your club and district members engaged. One of the first things that we'd like to talk about real quick is just to remind each of you what public relations is. And if you have some comments, Ruby can probably check in the chat and let me know at any point if there's something that we want to respond to. Public relations is a strategic communication process that builds mutually beneficial relationships between organizations like us, which we are internal, and their public. Our audience, our public, is the external. What we're trying to do is be more strategic when we build relationships. I'd like to remind you, those of you who are VPRs or becoming VPPRs or thinking about being a VPR, Vice President of Public Relations, your goal is to generate positive awareness of the Toastmasters brand to attract and retain members. You also want to keep the public and members informed of club activities, district activities through effective channels and media relations. And for most of us, that's going to be Facebook, it's going to be Instagram, it may be LinkedIn, it may be Twitter. For many people, they've taken to TikTok. But when you can do it strategically, there will be benefits and there will be results that you can see that make the difference for your club. Good public relations will build membership and it will gain public recognition for clubs. And we're hoping to share and also maybe have a few of you, if you've got something, a nice post or something that you'd like to share or a challenge, you're going to let us know in the chat. You don't have to wait until the very end for Q&A, but we will be having a Q&A at the end. We've got 5 tips to share with you. Tip number 1 is to share content from the Toastmasters International Facebook fan page. Now, I don't know how many of you do that already, but we can find it very helpful when we do that. For instance, when the world champion of public speaking won this past August, that was an easy post to make and share. And most of the problems or challenges that many of you have is, what do I share? I don't even know what to share to Facebook if I do that. This is why not just Facebook, the short amount of time we're focusing on Facebook, but Toastmasters International has both Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Instagram. So it's something for you to know. I'm headed over to the Facebook page. So this is the Toastmasters International Facebook page. And earlier today, they posted just a simple post. If you have a club, think of something similar to this that you could even do. Maybe one day you will get on the International Toastmasters Facebook fan page. But this is something that you can share. Here are some posts from members who just very quickly, in a minute or less, tell how Toastmasters has impacted them. And that's something that you can share. For those of you who don't share on a regular basis, one of the easy ways that you can share is to hit this little share screen right here. Now, when you share, you're going to be sharing either to a group, a page, to your own personal Facebook account. So if you have your own Facebook personal account, that's fine to share it. But the first place, if I'm going to be a VPPR, is I'm going to share to my club page. So here I'm clicking share to a page. I have a few pages that I manage, and the one that I was thinking of sharing to will be Early Riser Toastmasters Club. I'm a member of that Arkansas club. So I click on Early Riser Toastmasters Club. And once I click on that, the post will be here. If I'm going to say something, I would just maybe type something simple like listen to, oopsie, it'd be nice if I can spell, listen to a Toastmaster, and I don't know his name, but if I listened, I probably would know. Listen to a Toastmaster share the joy of becoming a better communicator and how you can too. Once I share it to the page, there's a button and it says share, and I click it and it will tell me if I was successful or not. And down at the bottom, it says share to page. So now I'm going to view the post. And this is my Early Riser Toastmasters page. And voila, it has posted. And if I do a little bit later, I will put our link in the page, but I'll probably do it through District 43. What I'm going to ask us to do is an exercise. We're going to do a couple of posts and comments, and this will also give you an idea of what you should be doing to help your club grow. All right, so any questions at this point? Welcome to everyone who has joined. We're in the middle of tip number 1, and that's sharing to the Toastmasters International page. By a show of hands, how many of you have already been doing this? How many of you have been doing this already? No. Okay. After today, this is one sure way to have some content to share. If your BPR is not on, please let him or her know that this is something that they can be doing. You have anything for me yet, Toastmaster Ruby? I'm going to continue if not.
No, I'll just say it out loud. I just put in the chat, I asked everyone to drop a heart if they had shared content to their Facebook page before.
Okay, I think I'll do poll number 1. What I'd like for you to do is answer just the first question. How often do you use your personal Facebook account? Your personal account. How often do you use it? Every day, 2 to 3 times a week, once a week, once a month. I don't even have a Facebook account. So let's see how you do. Just question number 1 for right now. The second question, if you haven't answered, is somebody's been really fast here. The second question is, I use social media to promote my club daily, weekly, monthly, rarely. No, but I want to learn more. And then question number 3 is, on a scale of 1 to 10, how comfortable are you sharing? Are you using Canva? 0, I've never used Canva. 1 to 2, I have a little experience. 3 to 5, I have created graphics. 6 to 9, I've created graphics, flyers, and other presentations. And 10, I'm an expert. I can help train others. The last question is, do you need instructions on how to access page roll to give other officers and or members editing access to your club Facebook page? Because without this, you cannot promote your club. You cannot celebrate your members. So that's something that you need to have. That gives me an idea that many of you that are on here don't have instructions or access. So I'll make sure that we get that to you. And problems for a couple of you is you didn't even know who the last VPPR was, and we'll probably have to go through whoever was the most recent president to help us find that information out. If it was tied to their personal account, then we would have to get access. I'm going to go ahead and end this particular poll. Let's take a look at the results. So many of you said that you do use your Facebook account every day. If that's the case, then you actually should know how to post, and that's going to help you as a VPPR or a member of the PR team. If you only do it once a week or a couple of times a week, you still can do it. But if you don't have a Facebook account, and there are a few of you who are on here who don't have a Facebook account, it means that you're going to have issues unless your club Facebook account is tied to someone who does have an account. That's going to be something that you're going to want to work out so that you're going to be able to leverage using social media, particularly Facebook. And then when you really get good at it, you can tie Facebook posts at the same time to Instagram or at the same time to Twitter or another social media. You can cross promote, which means you save a little bit of time. There's great reason to want to leverage your time and your access to posting at the same time. All right, I'm going to stop sharing for now and come back to those other questions a little bit later. Again, welcome to those of you who have just come. I was showing them the joys of doing Facebook and sharing to the international page. So if you can do that, the type of content that you're going to get is if you're celebrating an anniversary for that month, whether it's your personal anniversary or a club anniversary, that's something that Toastmasters makes people aware of. And also you can think about that for your own post. What do you want to post? We're going to get into that later, but Toastmasters International will definitely handle anniversaries, and everybody has one. Every club has an anniversary. Do you know when your club anniversary is? I'd actually like to know. Let me access my chat. When is your club's anniversary? What month and year did you start? For one of my clubs, I know we started in December, one of the clubs. Miss Ruby, what are you saying?
February. Well, my club was February 16th, 2022, and I see in April 2011.
Okay.
From Harris. Little Rock Toastmasters, August 2nd, 1952.
Wow, that deserves a woohoo. All right. Okay. Roger says, to be clear, he was not a member in 1952. I have to chuckle at that. Okay, but crystal clear. It's good to know. If you don't know your anniversary, you're going to want to do that. Make sure you know that. And also, once you know your anniversary, that sets you up to do a press release. And a press release will help get the word out to the community how many years. And it's also a time for you to brag. It's a time for you to celebrate those in your club who have made accomplishments. And we'll share some of those posts in a little while. And don't forget, stay to the end because you will be getting free Canva templates that you can personalize. And if you don't know Canva, we're going to be taking some playtime next month so you can come on. It'll be informal, but whatever you want to do, we'll walk you through it. So it's sort of just like practice, and it's in an informal atmosphere, but that's what we will be doing. All right, leveraging your Toastmasters International page. You can also share content from the District 43 Toastmasters page. In other words, you can share content from the trio, or maybe something that when a Toastmaster or a world champion comes to our district and they do a presentation. Those are the types of things that we will be posting on District 43. As PR manager, much like you, my goal is to support the Toastmaster brand and also find ways to celebrate our club and our district and get the word out to others. I'm in the same boat as you. So again, simple post, but this is one way. If you know how to share, then you can go to District 43. We'll be practicing that at the end. And you can also go to Toastmasters International. Here are a couple of posts in terms of things that we would celebrate. Toastmaster Lisa Smith and our Lillian West were the first to charter a new club this program year. So that was fun. And then, of course, as many of us know, the trio represented us very well at the Toastmasters International Convention. No shame in their game. So we can share that information on our own Facebook pages. So the Toastmasters Club, which has the right sort of program, does not lose its members. That's according to our founder, Ralph Smedley. And one of the ways that you can have the right sort of program is to make sure, tip number 2, that you are promoting meetings and events in your club on Facebook. And while you promote, what you're doing is when you share it to your club Facebook page, you tag your members, and we'll do some of that at the end so that they can know that you've posted. And then from there, they can share to their personal account, and there will be a lot more people who will be able to see the post. And Ruby will be talking a little bit about what happens if you don't make a certain amount of comments and posts. Here's another way to share. You're having an open house. This is an easy template for you to do. And even if you just do something simple as you're invited, just change the date. And then you can also just tell people to message for the Zoom link. This is what you would actually post, a message just like this. This is a template. This is one of the templates that are supplied by Toastmasters International. Now, I called them the other day because one of the things that I found is I said, well, when I type on it, the writing is smaller. So if people don't have Canva, is there something that they can actually use that's a little bit easier, where the writing would be a little bigger? I haven't gotten an answer back, but what I do like about this is that it's a template. As long as you have something like Acrobat, Adobe Acrobat, you can take this template, fill in your name, your meeting URL, the date, the time, and who to contact for more information. Getting the word out, letting the world know who you are and why they should come visit you. There are reasons to celebrate your Toastmasters club. I see that Toastmaster Hayes just popped into the meeting, and at some point she was the best table topic speaker. This would be a template. All you would be doing is having access to pictures of your members, and you would simply be slipping the picture into this post. So it's a template. You don't have Canva, no problem.
I
All
see
you
Toastmaster Gray has her hand raised.
Okay, and if you didn't, and then I'll get to you in one moment, and if you did not have a Canva, then what you can do is just get a picture of your member, posing, styling, profiling, or just smiling. And then in the post, Facebook, you would just comment, congratulations. Hi, Toastmaster Greg, go ahead.
I do have a question because it was a debate before. What is your opinion of posting our Zoom account information on a flyer on Facebook for security? Would you say that's okay, or what should we have in place to do that?
I don't usually use a passcode. What I will do is I will hope that I know most of my participants, and I use the waiting room, Toastmaster Gray. I just use the waiting room. The other thing that you can do is have people register before the event, and that way you have a little more control over the fact that they've registered, they've given up an email, and you do have some idea of who they are that are invited to the meeting, so that I just let them in as they come in, or have a chat monitor or a Zoom monitor let folks in. And we still just stay vigilant, because I don't know who of you might not really be Antoinette. Who knows if that's the real Tony Brittenham? That could just be her picture. You know how they do on Facebook? It's their picture and it's not even them. So who really knows how to protect us all the way? But in general, thanks for laughing, Mary Cheney. In general, if you put the passcode out there, it's anybody could come into your meeting. Okay, I know a Toastmaster Ruby, she has the real meat and potatoes, so I do need to finish this part so she can get to the Canva that we will really see. That's where the magic happens. So I was just saying, these are other ways to promote meetings and events. Hey, this is just a generic picture. All you will do when you get your template is change the club number, the club name, and then you can put in people's names for completing a level. We should all be celebrating when we finish a level or finish a path. That's a wonderful way to let people know, hey, we got it going on. So that's something we can do. Yes, Toastmaster Lamarie, you were completing level 2 effective coaching and probably are a little higher by now. So that's something you can do. And then, hey, why not post a picture of a meeting at a happy place, at a happy time? Look at all those smiling faces. That's another thing to promote so that people kind of know what they're in for. If they to come to your meeting, they'll see some smiling faces. So look cute that day, and that way people will want to come visit you. Tip number 3, to keep club members engaged and to try to attract new members. You want to post photos of meetings, events, and more. Toastmaster Ruby is going to take over and she's going to show you some of the things that we're doing on District 43. But the idea is if you have a way to know what am I going to post on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we got you covered. So here we go. Go ahead, Toastmaster Ruby. I'll take over for you now. And welcome to all those who have showed up. Toastmaster Paulette from Hawaii. Toastmasters, welcome.
All right. So number one, Sunny touched on the point of sharing. That is obviously the easiest way for us to get started with our Facebook pages is sharing content. One of the second things was trying to figure out what to post. And instead of going down that rabbit hole, if you just create a simple social media calendar, like the one here by posting 3 days a week, Monday motivation, Thursday throwback, Saturday spotlight, pick any theme that feels right for you. Then you can also go on, or you could choose to post 5 days, 6 days, or 7 days, like shown here. And you just pick a theme for each one. And then whoever is actually trying to put those posts together has a direction. They're going looking for a certain type of post to get done and move forward. So on Motivational Mondays, it's as simple as posting a daily quote, and they can be taken as memes or created in Canva. And on the next slide, you will see some examples that can come directly from Google, can be downloaded, and the templates are also going to be provided where you can put in your own quotes along the way.
And I love quotes because they're inspirational. And I know that there are many of you already on the line that feel the same way. That is a good way to have your BPPR post Monday motivation or any day that you want to, but the quote, and you can also engage your audience by asking, a question that might be related to the quote that you actually do post. So you can think about something, whether it's a monthly theme or something that's going on in the world. The holidays are coming up. That's something else to think about. Just anything that will inspire them to get them thinking and talking. And then hopefully they will come back when you want them to get invited to a meeting.
Absolutely, Sunny. And Throwback Thursdays. These are really fun days, a great time to go back to Toastmaster International and find old articles to link in, old club photos. Roger Pritchett with a 1952 club. I'm sure he has a lot of throwbacks.
Yes.
That he could bring back up. And that is just, it's fun. It's engaging that people remember they go down memory lane, right?
I don't know if there's anybody from Capital City Toastmasters in Jackson, but I know they've been around for a long time. And if you can find some old photos of you in a Toastmasters meeting, I know we didn't have smartphones all that time that they were probably been around, but if you can find some photos or like who is this or this day in history, this month in history for our Toastmasters Club, that's just something walking down memory lane. So that's something to do.
Also a great time with that photo, you saw the old typewriter. And sometimes it's as simple as posting something from days gone by and asking a question or just trying to engage the people that are looking at your Facebook page, because the engagement is actually what will help build those algorithms that we all want so that more people see what we're actually posting.
Awesome.
And this is another throwback post where you can simply just ask a question. How has your life changed since becoming a Toastmaster? And you're looking for people to respond. You can create a post like this in Canva, or you can, on the next slide, you can simply post it directly into Facebook, put a colored background behind it. As you can see, I did in this one for the Empowering Ladies Toastmaster Club. It can be as simple or as complicated as it needs to be for where you're at right now.
And then, by the way, Toastmaster Ruby, this is actually hot off the press.
Yes, hot off the press, Jackie Hauser's birthday. Making a post, sharing it throughout your clubs, and it's just a great thing when our members have birthdays. Again, it's that recognition. It's making people feel good. Simple post. When you're going into Canva, there's always birthday posts you can go into and edit. Simply edit colors and add content and names. And I did very little on this post for that purpose. Changing one or two of the fonts, adding her name and adding her photo and a Toastmaster logo, and that was it.
Right. And today is her birthday. So she said she may not be on. So happy birthday. If you're watching on the replay, Toastmaster Hauser from all of us.
Yay.
Okay. Yay. A couple of more things before we get to practicing.
Okay. So we have a couple of photos here where we would recognize other Toastmasters levels and achievements. We would definitely want to recognize people who are who are accomplishing different degrees, all kinds of personal as well as Toastmaster things work really well for sharing from your club. And again, they can be done within a Canva type post, or even just a simple picture and then writing out what you want to say in the post.
Right. And I think that's really, really important. Again, to retain your members, celebrating is very helpful, because then they feel like, hey, I'm being noticed. Not that everybody needs it, but it's nice to be noticed. And also it's inspiring for the rest of us to see when our members are doing great things in the community. So these are just a few of the things. And so as VPPRs, we've got to find out, get those birthdays, get the anniversary. Those are things you need to be collecting so you have an opportunity to share when necessary.
And most of the birthdays are accessible in the roster because it's usually filled in the applications when someone signs up. So we usually have that information. And also, let me say right here that when we first start posting, we might not have a lot of people looking or engaging. And that's where we utilize the club and really ask them to come in and like, which Sunny's going to do here in a little bit by showing us how to do all that. But it just starts slow, and then getting posts and getting the engaging and staying consistent. Consistency is extremely important. This is a simple certificate. We can just have a lot of fun creating our own things, awarding people for whatever crazy things. We were doing a theme here based on the series with World on Fire. So have fun. That's the whole point.
And again, when people see you having fun, it's really cool. And I love the quote. If you just were on this past week, I probably say it often, but it's by Joe Namath, the former football player with the New York Jets, Hall of Famer. But he said, when you have self-confidence, you can have fun. And when you can have fun, you can do amazing things. And that's what I wish for all of us. The more fun we have, the more confidence we have, the more we do things that we didn't even think we could do, because we're getting benefits from this Toastmasters environment and the camaraderie. And that's what we want to share so that people know what we do, and it's just not words. So by doing things like that, it helps. Tip number 3 was posting photos of meetings, events, and more. And so now we're going on to tip number 4, creating short videos of your events and meetings. This was earlier this month at my Early Riser Toastmasters Club. I'll play a little bit of it, but I just think it's funny because we all have joke masters. But when it's a funny one, you should maybe just cut that out of your meeting. You need to know how to do that. I can help you when you come on to our one-on-one or one-on-few training, and I'll show you how to quickly take your meeting, put it into iMovie, chop off this, chop off that, maybe do a little more, and maybe add a header, which is what I did for this particular one. So take a look at this simple little post.
Good morning, Toastmasters. I would love to tell you about some more interesting books that I've read. I shared about the first, and I put the information in the sidebar. I'm also reading a book about anti-gravity. So good. I can't put it down. There's also this amazing dog in our new neighborhood. Most of you all know that we moved. This dog is really good at magic. It's called a Labracadabrador.
That was funny to me.
We are wanting to go and show our little son Isaac some fun adventures, and we went to a horse farm. They had all different kinds of horses, and there was a Clydesdale, and the Clydesdale said to the little pony, you need a glass of water," because it was a little horse.
I know.
Okay.
Oh, thank you. Another fun thing is happening right now. We are almost to fall. The end of September is the official start to fall. And I just want to let you know that Humpty Dumpty loves the autumn. Always had a great fall.
What I did was I actually took that, put it into YouTube, and from YouTube we shared it to Facebook, our Facebook club page. So it was worth it to do that. So consider maybe not Jokemaster, but maybe table topics or a speech. Let's see what I have for you. Here is a generic speech that anyone can use. Let me play this one for you. 1 minute. And if you shared that video, you could put in the post, please join us at our next club meeting and have that information of who to contact. So it's a generic video, but it's something that could be done. And then recently I had done something for Conway Toastmasters clubs. They asked me to do a video for them. I'm going to fast forward through it. But basically, when you have an open house, that's something that you could also do on Zoom. You can do it yourself. You don't have to have someone help you out. Let me just play a little bit of it, but the point was for them to take it and share it to Facebook, tag their members, and then their members could share it to their community. Therefore, they would possibly get some potential visitors who could become potential members.
Does the thought of speaking in public freak you out? Are you struggling to overcome your fear of public speaking? Or maybe you want to up-level your communication and leadership skills. If you're looking for support and inspiration, have we got an event for you? I'm Sunny Fridge, Public Relations Manager for District 43 Toastmasters. Our guest today is Jeff Campbell. He is president of the Conway Toastmasters Club in Central Arkansas. Welcome.
Thanks. Glad to be here.
Now, before we talk about your event, not everyone knows about Toastmasters. What is Toastmasters?
So he would tell us what Toastmasters is, then he'd tell us about the club, and then he might put up this flyer that tells where they meet.
Trying
and
to
then
get together and become better each week.
Now, your club has an open house event coming up. Tell us the details and tell us why anyone watching should come.
We're having an open house. We just want to let everyone in Central Arkansas and in Conway be more aware of Toastmasters, what we do, how it's helped us become better communicators and better leaders in the Conway area.
So that is just one thing that you could do. You can do it on Zoom yourself, or you could ask me, and if I wasn't busy, I could possibly help you really do something quickly and therefore share it. Keep it under a minute and a half, 2 minutes the most, but you really don't need a lot. Just really the who, what, where, because if you got interviewed by local media, that's what they would do. You'd have less than 2 minutes to tell them who you are, what the name of your event is, why you're having it, why do people care, and then how can they get in contact with you. So it's something you can think about. Those of you who have a little bit of extra skills and you know how to record on Zoom, because Zoom, you can record it and then it's a video. Ruby, really quickly before we get to the hands-on part of sharing, and because we do have to do it in the next 2 minutes or so, talk about the brand, the colors. You wanted to talk about this.
Well, I have put this into the free template, but this was just a quick cheat sheet that can be uploaded into even a free Canva account. When you have a paid account, it's really easy because you can put all these colors into storage and you can upload all the logos. But when you're using the free version, you don't have that option. And if you bring this up as a photo into your Canva, you can copy and paste these colors in when you're working, and then they'll be right there for you. You'll always have them handy, or even just having a printed copy beside of you when you're trying to do the Toastmaster blue and the Toastmaster yellow. And then these are the main fonts that were approved or similar to, as best as I understood them, and I wrote them down as well so that I can quickly convert the text and try to keep it in branding for Toastmasters International.
In other words, when we make a lot of our posts, they want us to keep the Toastmasters colors and not go overboard with changing the brand. And I can explain that more as we do more training, but the numbers are whenever you're trying to do a color, when you edit, is how you will get that particular blue or white or yellow or maroon. So that's just something for you to start being aware of when you're in Canva. But just ask us next month if you come to the playground of that, when we're just going to be practicing what we know. So we're at the point now that tip number 5 is to answer questions and respond to comments, because that's really important. So we're going to actually ask you to go to the Toastmasters page. So let me give you a link in the chat. Now, some of you may not be able to get to it really quickly, but if you can, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go live now to this page. This is the one that if you could come and like it, we'll see the engagement, or rather the people reach go up. Right now, no one has liked it. So not even I liked it. Okay, now.
I'm on the page, but it's asking you to log in.
It's asking you to log in. When that usually happens, it means you haven't possibly logged into your Facebook account. That has happened to me as well. Anybody else having issues, or at least let me ask you this, is anybody else able to at least just get there?
I was able to get there and I liked it and commented.
Okay, let's see if it shows up. Maybe another thing that I can do is, at least for those of you who are logged in, is there anybody who wants to show us a particular post that they're proud of? Or is there anyone who wants to show us something that they've shared that they thought was interesting or inspiring? That's before we end this, because my goal was to have us kind of make comments. Eric, are you able to get to Facebook? Because I know you are on you're a friend here of our page, because it usually tells us who our friends are as well. I think I probably
Yes, I
can.
like that I shared it with my network.
Yeah. Okay,
And
you may have done it the other day, because what we were practicing, and I think I may have, let me see if I loaded it twice. Nope, I thought I may have loaded it twice, but I do recall you liking others for us. So it reaches maybe 30 people, which means that you may just look at it for a couple of seconds and then you may not engage, but we did have 9 engagements, which means somebody may have either clicked on the actual link to read it, because when you do, let's see, when you do click on it, there is a link for you to go to. And when you actually go to it, you'll find that it's an article. So that's actually takes 3 clicks to get to it, but it does talk to whoever has clicked on it a little bit about how you can have better presentations or mistakes not to make. I'm going to actually stop here. It was going to be hopefully more engaging, because I wanted you to kind of have someone even take a chance and share if they wanted to share. Let me stop sharing and ask, is there anyone who has a Facebook account, who has never shared before, who would like to actually do it? Is that Marianne?
Yes, yes. Would you like us to share our personal page?
If you can go to your personal page, it's fine, but I would have preferred you go to your club page.
Okay, well, yes, I believe I can do that. Hold
Okay.
on.
All right.
Let me,
Okay.
just give me a second to get to it.
Okay. And is there one more person before we close this up to, let me ask, are there questions while she's doing that? Does anyone have a question that we can answer about the challenges that you faced as a VPPR, or something that you need so that you will be able to do your role while she's getting ready to share? Anybody in the chat, or is there a hand raised, a digital hand? Okay.
No one in the chat.
Okay,
Simon?
good. Okay. Eric, did I hear your voice?
yes, ma'am. In one of the clubs that I'm VPR,
Stop there. Stop there. That's a good one. Go ahead.
one of our members developed a Facebook page, but he left the club, and we had access to the Facebook account, and we have not received access to the account. Is there a way we can go into the Facebook account and get that access?
Let me get back to you on that. When I've had trouble with the account, I usually have to write some type of communication to Facebook. And okay, Tony Britnam, Toastmaster Tony Britnam, I'll let you share after that, and then we will get to the end so we can show you your templates. Thank you. So be ready to share, Tony. Thank you. Eric, let me talk to you tomorrow after our club meeting, and I will work with you to try to get an answer, because that's a problem that a couple of other people are facing. They can't get access to having the page because they can't get to the account. And that might mean creating a new account if that's a lesser of a couple of evils. Okay, so can you scroll up just a little bit more? The other way. To share that to your personal page and help everybody, go ahead and click on share. And then you're going to, you can share now public. That would be to your people. You can share to your people by sharing perfect to the public. And now it's shared to your profile. I do think that you can click there and it should show up if you click. So sharing is, if this works, it means it's not hard to do. We can all do it. So we just need a little practice. And what I was saying earlier was, if you can't share any of your own content, for those of you who just joined us, you can share Toastmaster International's fan page. So now, Marianne, that's your personal page, right?
Yes, it is. Uh-huh.
Yes,
And it
and
popped up
also,
right away.
and also, Marianne, what you could have done first is you could have actually even made a comment and then shared it to your page as well.
Yeah.
And that would
I
have been
can
a little
edit
bit,
right here and make a comment.
okay, let's do that.
Yeah,
And
I'm
thank you
trying
for
to,
showing,
I clicked this and it's,
and thank you for sharing that you can do that. You should be on
Mhm.
your own page, able to edit. Go to edit post, there you go.
yeah,
And
it
now,
just was, it's a little bit slow. It's not,
so what's on your mind, Marianne? How has
let me just see.
Toastmasters changed your life? How has your life changed since becoming a Toastmaster? And again, that's what we would hope that several of you would do when you see a post like that, respond, because when you're doing all the posts, it's not just the post, but you want people to engage. And one of the ways to engage is to ask a question, which is what Empowering Ladies Toastmasters Club did by asking, how has your life changed? So Marianne says she's learned so much as a Toastmaster, that she loves public speaking, and it has really helped her.
Now, here's
And
one additional tip I'd love to add right here.
Mhm.
Whenever you make a post, go back and make sure you comment on every single person that comments. Engage with those people. Even in the beginning, click up where they've liked it and go thank them for the love on the page.
Okay.
Because every time you do that, you're telling Facebook that what you're doing is important, and they will show it to another group of people and you'll get some more comments. If you don't ever go and comment, Facebook's not going to show it to anybody along the way. It's going to be dead in the water.
Right. So we have to get better at commenting. Thank you for that. And thank you for sharing. And now we're going to ask Toastmaster DTM Britnam to please share your page. And Eric, do you have a comment while we are getting Toastmaster Britnam to share?
Yeah.
I need permission to share.
You shouldn't need
Well, it
permission
says
to
you
share.
cannot share your screen while other participants are sharing.
Okay, I'm so sorry. They stopped sharing.
Okay.
And while you're doing that, real quick, Eric, what was your question?
Yes, when I shared that on Facebook with of what we posted on District 43, someone commented, and I commented back to them. They commented they liked what they saw, and I commented that I am a Toastmaster, that I would love to talk to them about for them to become a member.
Awesome. Definitely commenting is going to help with the conversation, because people do also comment, and they may also be careful. Make sure you check your messenger for your page, because sometimes people want to know more about your meeting.
And sometimes in those
Hold on 1 second. Let me just find out what Toastmaster Britnam is doing as
I'm really just trying to see what you've shown us already, just how
did you
operated. Can you see?
Oh, okay. Yes, we can see your screen. What is it that you're going to do?
I was just checking
Share?
to see. She talked about editing, and I was just trying to make sure I knew where all that was.
Okay, sure.
I did comment here, and I did see where Holden.
So I want you to edit something. Can you edit something real quickly and add a hashtag? And I'll tell you what hashtag to add. So
here, the edit.
Where is your message? Go to one of your messages where it's yours. Is this you? Is this your page?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
the post.
Go down, scroll down, or I'm just trying to see where you commented on where you commented. Okay, go ahead and hit the 3 little dots next to that, right there. Edit. Okay, but I want you to do something for me. When you're able to edit, I want you to put a hashtag leadership or hashtag Toastmasters there, looking for, okay, I'm in growth model, exclamation mark. Growth mode. Oh, that is an exclamation mark. Okay, space, hashtag leadership. Hashtag, which is the pound sign above the number 3. Leadership, all together. And hashtags can sometimes, if people are looking for something on leadership or looking for Toastmasters, go ahead and type in Toastmasters too, if you don't mind.
One word, type
One-
in.
I'll have one more hashtag.
Okay.
And Toastmaster Ruby, what were you saying?
I was just going to comment with Eric, when you go back and you do some of that replying to comments, sometimes that's a great time to personally invite them to the next meeting.
Okay, I think I
I think you have gone to the hashtag.
right.
That-
Okay, so
that's okay. You would
Okay.
have to get back to your Facebook page, which I see that might be your Facebook page you may have bookmarked your Facebook page, which is a good thing when you bookmark.
okay.
Right above Zoom, I see a Facebook right above Zoom word. Yeah, click there. That could be you. It could be somebody else too. We're gonna find out. Okay. Is that you? Yes, it is.
That's me. So
Yeah, so that is you. That's your personal page. But again, if you share something from your club page to your personal page, again, try to get people to to react with you or comment, post, and like your page. Encourage people. Help us celebrate our 10th anniversary. And that's being like a call to action. So you're doing that. I thank you very much. And I do see that
Okay.
you did do a hashtag. And again,
Right.
you can do a few, but if you click on the hashtag, it's going to take you to something that was related to a hashtag.
I'll play with it. Thank you very much.
Okay. Okay, Toastmaster Ruby, you're up. Please show us on Canva the templates that everyone is getting and anything else. And this is the link we're about to put in the page. When
And
you
I'm
get
just
it,
gonna scroll through it real fast in lieu of time while Toastmaster Sunny puts that link in the thing. These are templates we
Okay.
are giving you access to. If it is possible for you to copy that up into your own Canva account, then you will just be able to click on these different points and put in the information, adding a photo and adding your club details to each one of these pictures. We have them that you guys can just plug into and add the quotes, special occasions, and invitations. A couple of them where you can edit the info if you're not really there yet.
slow down, just a tad.
No, I was scrolling up for those that aren't very good with adding details yet. They can download this one and use it generically. Just use it as a picture and then post all the content that you write up above, and it already says message you for details.
Right. So those of you who, when we ask the poll, how often you post, or if you don't even do it that often, if you use this template, she's saying all you have to do is upload it to your account, which is another thing. How do I upload? Okay, it's not hard. It can be done. It's just going to Facebook and commenting, and then you can upload a picture, a video. Those are things, if you come to the playground day when we just are just helping you out, if you're interested, we'll be happy to do that for you. And I know there are a few people who could not make it, who said they will want to come to the event when we do Canva. Let's just make sure that if somebody wants that, if someone can tell me that they clicked on it and it actually showed them Canva, but you have to have a Canva account, right, Miss Ruby, Toastmaster Ruby?
And these will work with a free Canva account, will work just fine for making majority of posts for your club.
As soon as I clicked on it, this is what I got. As soon as I clicked on it, this is what you should see. So if you were going to say table topics winner, and then you just put someone's name in it, birthday boy Dave Bernstein. I don't have his picture, but if I did, I should have taken a screenshot, but I might go to uploads and I would find a guy picture. Okay, this guy is scary, but it can go right in here. And then you could put a little message like, congratulations. And then you're ready. Then you're ready to go. And maybe right here, whatever the Toastmasters Club number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you're ready to actually share, and then you can download, and we'll show you. We like PNGs. You don't want to do all 12 pages, so I just unclick that and then just do current page, click done and download. And that's what it's doing. It'll save to your computer. And then if I knew that this was Dave Bernstein, it's not, but if I did know it was Dave Bernstein, I save it. And then the next thing I do is go to my TI Facebook Early Riser Facebook page. And I'm at my Facebook page and it says create post. Let me see if I can do something. Oh, I can't see anymore. Sorry.
How to do the green
And
at the photo?
okay, here we go. And so now I want to, let me stop for 1 second. I want to add a photo and let's see, add photo. And then I go to my Dave Bernstein, open it up, and it's right there. And then I might just say, congratulations, Dave. And I'd say more, and I'd spell it right too. Congratulations, Dave, and hit with parentheses. And then I could tag people, right, Ruby? That's what I should be doing. Anyway,
yeah,
that's what,
as well.
once I do post it, it should pop up here is what I was saying. So there it is. So I just did a post, everybody, straight from the templates that Toastmaster Ruby shared. It wasn't so hard. I might change the font size. I might change the font color, things like that. But it is, you can have options. And I'll get rid of this in a couple of minutes. But I just wanted to show you that it is doable. Thank you, Toastmaster Ruby, for creating a lot of these templates. And do we know how much memory and storage is needed in our laptops or home computer? Mary Jane, I don't know exactly. Every computer has a certain amount of space that's needed. I can find out, but a lot of what's on Facebook is in the cloud. So it's not like you need a whole lot of storage for the actual account or the page, okay? Because you're not saving it to your computer. And are these all on TI website? Not sure what you mean, Toastmaster Ramona, but if the templates are what we created, and those are, we can create others as well, but that's something to get you started. That's all we wanted to be able to do. We're doing this because we want to serve you a little bit better than taking the club training and then you go back to your club and you still don't know what to do. I'm hoping that after today, you know that you can do more, even if you don't understand it all. We're willing to help you even further next month. Come back, let's do Canva. It'll be informal though. Generic question, Margaret Robinson. Yes, it can be removed. You can delete a post really easy. Like let's see if there's a way. Delete post. I'm deleting it now. And it should be gone.
I have
it's
to
gone.
do it all the time. I make a spelling error, realize it, have to go back, take it down, redo it.
It's gone. And by the way, that post that I was telling you about, that's our Joke Master post, but it could very easily be your table topic speech, your prepared speaker. Just take that part and just say, what a great speech on leadership or on serving others, or a wonderful trip that they took, but it was a great speech. Again, post, those are the types of things that you can post. We just finished tip number 5, answer questions and respond to comments. And thank you all for those of you who were able to get to the Facebook page. And now we also know that if you're going to get to a Facebook page, you really do need to be signed into your account first. It's just a safeguard of Facebook also of kind of having an idea to some degree of who's using their page. Tip number 1 was to share content from the Toastmasters International Facebook fan page. Toastmaster Ruby, what was tip number 2?
Promote meetings and events.
And tip number 3 was post photos of meetings, events, and more. And Toastmaster Ruby, tip number 4?
Create a short video for your events and meetings.
That's right. We showed you a couple of videos how you can cut out from some of your own meetings and make mini videos. And tip number 5 is to answer questions and respond to comments when you do your posts so that you can help the algorithm, and Facebook will be more likely to share your post with others. Thank you so much for all of those who had joined tonight. And for those of you watching on the replay, we certainly hope you got some value. Remember, as VPPRs, our challenge is to effectively get the word out and to increase our membership and retain our members. And this is one way to do it. We had fun. Toastmaster Ruby, thank you so much for being my collaborator. And I also want to thank District 43 and the trio for supporting us in this endeavor to have a public relations training. With that, I want to say bye for now, and I'm going to stop the recording.